Hey yo, what's good? What's good, people? Yeah, you're listening to the What's Good podcast, man. And yo, I hope everything cool, man. I'm with the man them today. We got Chesdet, man, he's back in the building, yo. Say word on to the
Wagwan
people.
people, man. Sorry I missed you the other day, but we're here, man. Saucy today, mate. Saucy.
Yeah, we got interesting subject we're gonna touch on today. I got Abel Lagoon in the cut, man. What's good, bro?
Wagwan people, man, all good, man.
Yeah, live. And today we got a special guest, man. Ayo Alatunde, man. What's good, brother?
Yes, I'm blessed. I'm blessed.
Yeah,
Everybody
good
right
to have
there?
you. Yeah, good man. Good.
Yeah,
Good to have you on the show,
man.
bro. Good to have you on the show, man. And yo, man, it's been a lot going on, but yo, man, today really looking to touch on the subject on sort of like when again on the origins of humanity, what the man's perspective is on that. You know what I'm saying? And want to really touch on another subject as well, incorporating it in regards to the Nibiru and the Anunnaki,
Mm-hmm.
fact or fiction. You get me? Like, what's going on? Because a lot of people are talking about the Anunnaki. It's like a little buzzword. It's getting a little bit out there right now. Man,
Mm-hmm.
man, them to let's talk about the Anunnaki, man, and how this all how we think this whole thing started off. You see what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I'm gonna vacate the chair, man, and let you man go in on that one still.
Mm. All right.
So who the
First of
Anunnaki?
all, I think that just to
Mm,
so it's clear for the listeners and stuff. The word Anunnaki, just breaking down the word Anunnaki. First of all,
yeah, go on that, bro.
the first part of the word is Anu. Anu is ancient Sumerian, meaning the Most High. It's not a name; it's a title. So Anu means the Most High, literally. And then
Facts.
Naki in Islam, we would say a Nabi. In Islamic word is Nabi, but in ancient Sumerian it was Naki. So it literally means messenger of Anu or sent by Anu. So that's the word Anunnaki. So it it draws into the sense of God and the origins of man, and even the word Anunnaki still brings the Most High into it, but it's just the ancients had a different name for him, or the being Anu, him or her is interchangeable.
I hear you,
So
bro.
just as a reference, just the word. That's what the word means.
Mm, mm. But who were the Anunnaki, man? Who were they? Like, yo, if we're gonna go on that, who do you reckon they were? Who were these beings? What were they?
Well, according to like Sumerian texts and Babylonian texts,
Mm,
they were the beings that fashioned man. You see what I'm saying? They came to Earth from their planetary system, which is
mm-hmm,
Nibiru or Rizig. I'm not
Orion.
sure, Orion. So they came
Mm-hmm.
from there. Came to Earth. They needed some minerals, resources. They were working on it themselves. There were beings on the planet that I think looked similar to them.
mm-hmm,
And yeah, I think they started DNA genetically grafting them and infusing their DNA
mm,
within us. Hence why in the Bible it says God made man in his image and likeness. But it's not as simple as that.
mm-hmm,
As modern day science shows, and the way they're playing with cells and DNA and this and that and that. Obviously, if you believe in God, you know that God knows all of that, isn't it? So,
Mm.
or higher being or etc. So yeah, man, that's the
Just
Anunnaki.
yeah, just to expand on that. The story goes. Can you remind me, Gav? Is it
mm,
Zechariah Stitching or something like that?
Zachariah
Yeah,
Sitchin,
Zachariah
yeah.
Stitching, yeah.
yeah.
He
So
went on
Zachariah Stitching,
still.
yeah. He's got a whole book. I can't remember what it's called though, but he's like the go-to guy in the mainstream about Anunnaki and stuff. So just
Mm,
like Eddie said, in their star system in Orion,
mm-hmm,
there was actually a war. So we got a hole in the ozone layer.
mm-hmm,
In their planet Rizik, there was a war whereby their ozone layer was attacked, but they've got, instead of one sun, they've got three suns.
mm-hmm,
So when all them suns aligned and hit that ozone layer, well, they knew that if we don't get gold, yeah, because gold is a very precious commodity in the whole universe, yeah. So they needed
mm-hmm,
gold to repair their ozone layer, yeah.
mm-hmm,
So
mm-hmm,
obviously, being that they're beings of the Most High, and this is where the Most High dwells, because there's many mansions in heaven. In my father's house, that was
mm-hmm,
the dwelling of the Most High. they knew that Earth was rich in gold. So if you read the Bible in Genesis, it actually says, we tested the gold in that land and the gold was good. So it
Gold
weren't
was
just
good.
gold, it was high carat gold. You see what I'm saying? So
Mhm,
it's very
mhm.
rare commodity. That Earth
Pure.
is it's one of the only planets that has it in the universe. So that's
Mhm,
why using Nibiru, which is like you can research Nibiru, it comes every 24,000 years. But using Nibiru, it's basically it's a planet, Nibiru, but it's basically a spaceship as well. They came to Earth to mine the gold. Yeah, so Anu, Enki and Enlil now are the two sons of Anu. So you got Enki means En means God. Yeah. So this planet this planet used to be called Ki, Qi. So
QI.
so Enki means God of Earth, and
Mhm,
in Sumerian Lil, Lil, means sky. So Enlil and Enki means God of Earth and God of Sky. Yeah, and
mhm,
they're the two
mhm,
sons. They're the two sons of Anu, the Most High. So
mhm,
they were sent on a mission to just mine gold. Now, like Eddie said, the beings that was already here, they was Homo erectus. So
mm.
they weren't Homo sapiens like us. They didn't have the neocortex. All they knew was, you would say, go over there and fetch that for me. They'd be like, ooh, 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 ooh. You know what I mean? Just very primitive minds. Yeah.
Primitive mind, yeah.
Yeah. So what Enki and Enlil did, because obviously these are higher beings,
Mhm,
like they use planets in their alchemy. You see what I'm saying? So
mhm.
they knew that they could use these beings to mine the gold. But
Right.
after a while, they started realizing, hold on, if we speed up these Homo erectus their evolution,
Mm,
they can mine the gold more efficiently, whereby
mhm,
Enki and Enlil and us Elohim, us Anunnaki, we can just chill and just they can do the work for us. But this is the problem.
mhm.
Enki and Enlil, the galactical law was you're not allowed to interfere with a planet's evolutionary process. And that's what they
Mm,
did. They sped
okay.
up the evolutionary process of the Homo erectus. And
Mhm,
that's why
mhm.
they got in trouble by their father Anu.
Right,
And then
right.
that's where we come from. And then you got Enki, Enlil, you got Mother Ninti, and she's the one. So they say the black woman is God and everyone come from the black woman. It's
Mhm,
because she put a piece of her DNA into the Homo erectus and then gave us the neocortex. You see
mhm.
what I'm saying? So that's why
Can I,
they say
can I
that,
interject quickly
because
as well on that point?
Nancy was a
Yeah.
black woman. Yeah.
You
Mhm,
see that point is a very good point because like officially you can research this. The black woman has a certain set of DNA, yeah, and they refer it to as alien DNA. They don't know
mm.
where it comes from. They don't know
Yeah.
what it's about. They don't understand it, but it's within
Mm-hmm.
the black woman, and that's
Yeah.
exactly
Yeah.
what you
That's
just said.
from Mother Ninti. Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, yeah. That's the
Uh,
alien DNA right there.
you got a few for like people can reference on Google or wherever. You got Enki and Lil Ninti. You got Nurgle, who's he's an alchemist. You got Arish Gurgle, Ishtar. So Isis would be Ishtar. You can go
Mm,
research her and that, and just see the history on that and things like that. Because all these
mhm,
things, you'll see references to these beings in ancient Egypt, in ancient Sumeria, in ancient Mesopotamia. And the
mhm,
only time you don't see reference to these beings, which you still do, is in the Bible, but they're just under different names.
mhm.
Because
Elohim,
Jesus, yeah,
Elohim. We the
yeah,
Elohim came to Earth.
Elohim.
Yes,
And then
yes.
in ancient Sumeria, the name for Jesus was Tammuz,
Mhm,
who was an Anunnaki. You see what I'm saying? So it
mm,
just depends, because the nursery, the Bible, let's say, is the nursery book, and then the ancient Sumerian tablets, which will be the Epic of Gilgamesh. That's
mhm,
another thing to research. They just go deeper and more. It's more of a realistic story. It's not a fairy
mm,
tale. Like, even the way it's written is very to the point.
mhm,
You know what I mean?
mhm.
It's not all these funny English words and that. So it would be good to just for the people to look them things up and see who these people are, because they all relate to the Bible, to the
All
Quran, and all
connects.
these things. Yeah.
Mm, mm, mm. Cheers, man. I think we lost AO,
Yeah,
man.
I think, yeah, yeah,
If you can hit
yeah.
him up with
It's
another
our
link, I
internet
don't know if you
problem.
can do that still.
some internet problems. I think he's trying to sort that out. Be back.
Oh,
He's got
okay.
bad
Cool,
Wi-Fi in that area, man.
Yeah, but yeah, no, it's interesting. It's interesting that you say that, like, it's the way it's all connected. In regards to, obviously, you got different time periods with different books came out as well. And also you got certain obviously you got man putting his spin on things as well. But it seems that these stories are all linked up to each other. Like, you got Tammuz, you got Yeshua, aka Jesus, and you got Ishtar, who when you fast forward, that's what the celebration of Easter is all about as well.
Yes.
It's quite interesting.
Exactly.
And the whole way how
fertility, the eggs,
the goddess of fertility, because we all know Easter eggs, Easter bunny eggs don't lay eggs. We all know that. Or if you don't know, you should know.
And Ishtar, there was a war about that as well, because in the ancient times, because Ishtar claimed to be the goddess of fertility. That's why when people think of fertility, they always think of like Ishtar and a female deity. But the actual god of fertility is the god Min. And you will see him in the Egyptian walls. He'll be just a man, and he'll have like a huge penis. So he'll be like this, and his penis comes out bloody like that. You can see him on the walls, and that is the god of fertility for real. And there was war in the ancient times as well, because if you really check it, I'm pregnant as a man right now. I'm pregnant right now. I have millions of sperm alive in me right now. A woman's eggs are not alive until my sperm fertilizes the egg. But this is where it gets sticky, because it's a known fact that hundreds of thousands of years ago, women were asexual and could reproduce using their bone marrow. So this is why there was a war and a debate. You see what I'm saying? So only God knows is what I say.
So going back to like the Anunnaki, would you say that they were like sort of like higher beings? Were these guys advanced? Were they from another? Did they obviously they came to Earth to mine gold? What happened when they came and mined the gold?
As above, so below. Like the fairy tale will make you think that like everything is just so like, it gives like a false narrative to the reality of what it really is. Like these beings clash. You see what I'm saying? They don't always see eye to eye, and when they do, that has an effect on us. Hence the story of Lucifer, Satan, Shaitan. You see what I'm saying? He was among the group, you see what I'm saying, but decided to go against the group, which has now had an adverse effect on mankind. You see what I'm saying? I mean, it's people need to start like delving deeper into what they're reading, and even within the Bible, there's certain places whereby you can ask questions, and with your research, you'll find answers. You see what I'm saying? So the origins of man is within
From
the
what I
sonic
understand,
and all of that they hold the information, but it's coming through, man.
From what I understand, when they got here, other than mining for gold, the main thing that they did was just speed up the evolutionary process of the beings that are already here on the planet. And by doing that, they broke intergalactical law, whereby Ninti, Enlil, and Inky was held accountable by the Most High. So that's their own thing. And like Eddie said, as above, so below. So like the reason why we might think, why are we going through this? How can God allow us to go through this and all this stuff? We got to understand that these are our ancestors. They put their DNA into the beings that are already here, and that's how they made Adam and Eve. And then from Adam and Eve, that's where we came, Homo sapiens. So when the world is in a mess, you got to understand that beings that hold a lot of power, you got to understand these are the children of the Most High himself. So their mistakes are felt throughout the boundless universes, and so are their good deeds. You see what I'm saying? So there's a lot mathematically that has to be rearranged to because obviously we give thanks that we're here, but obviously we're here earlier than we should have been. That's you see what I'm saying. That's why we got to overstand that all these little things that are going on in the planet is because it's karmic. It's literally just karmic energy on a high scale. And then obviously in terms of shaitan and that, like shaitan ain't the same as the children of the Most High. The difference between shaitan and the beings that we're referencing is he was a jinn. So you got Enki is half jinn. So Enki is half jinn, half Anu, half Elohim. Yeah. Satan is just full jinn. His father was Jan, the king of the jinns. Yeah. And what happened is, obviously, jinns being jinns and the devils that they are, they tried to go against the Most High. Now, the Most High sent the angel Michael, who is Yanun, who is an Anunnaki, and he wiped out their whole planet. The only being left was Satan himself. And that's how you get the angel Michael and Satan being so close. And that's why they had to war each other. Because the angel Michael took now the jinn, Satan, took him to the heavenly abodes and tried to breed or nurture that devilishment from him, and it worked to a certain degree. He went up the ranks quick. He went up the ranks. He's doing good. He's praying like the thing is, Shaitan, before his nature took over him, he was up there in the ranks of the angelic ones. You see what I'm saying? Prayed the most, learned the most, studied the most, taught the most, everything like that. But it was the day that Adam was created by Enki and Enlil and them man there. And then when the Most High had to step in and now sort it all out, he's now pissed. He was so pissed off that, like, how can you now take a mistake and then hand the world over to him? And I've been here praying every single day. And I'm from that place. I'm from Ki. I'm from Earth. Because the jinns live here as well before us. You know what I'm saying? I should have it. Haven't I worked the hardest from Earth? How comes you're just going to take this mistake and give it all to him? And then that's when the Most High says, I know what you don't know. You know what I'm saying? So just trust me, basically. And he didn't want to trust Anu, so he tried to war against the angels in heaven, who is the Anunnaki, and he got cast down to earth. So
I
that's
swear
kind
that
of
story's in the Bible, bro.
Yeah,
it is in the Bible.
It is in the Bible. The Bible is just a nursery book version. That's all. You know,
on a basic level.
Yeah, man. Just the nurse, like for kids. The real story, and you got to understand. Look, all these Anunnaki that we're talking about are just black people, bruv. Yeah, just because this is what you got to understand. The spirit that's inside black people ain't the same, bruv. It's not the same. Look. Jesus said, referencing the Bible, who was a black man. He said, "You man that I'm talking to now, and I'm busting off all these miracles. You man are gonna do greater things than I've done. You just don't know it yet." You know what I'm saying? That's what he was referencing, that you lot are the children of the Anunnaki as well as me. You see what I'm saying? So when you lot are activated, but what I'm doing is going to be a minor thing. You man can do like planetary alchemy and shit. You see what I'm saying? That's what he was referencing. So that's what it's always important to know, that these ain't myths and legends. These are things that manifest on Earth every day. Look, when Jesse Owens went to fucking Germany in when he went to Munich and bust it down, that's just the reality of the universe. You see what I'm saying?
It's crazy, yeah.
Usain Bolt, like, look, it's just manifests every single day. It's not hard to tell. You know what I mean? So we got to understand that it's not myths and legends. It's just who we are.
And if you clock our nature, and if you clock the way the world is going at the moment, who's like more spiritually inclined than our people? You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's not for no reason. You've got a connection.
Who takes church more seriously than black people?
You know what I'm saying? But the only unfortunate thing that's happened is that it was dogmatized and given to them in some, it was remixed and given to them in some, so their energy is not going where it's supposed to be going. But everything, like my man said, is gonna come good, man. Everything's gonna come good, and all of this lines up with, like, you're talking about planetary alchemy, and then you've got the conjunction coming 21st. And I remember Malachi saying about 2013, the ancestors turning. The ancestors turning in their grave, and it could be, if 2020 is actually 2012, then maybe 2021 is on. You can feel
Yeah.
it in the room, man. You can
Definitely.
feel it, man. Man are going for ownership these days. Everyone wants their masters back. Everyone's starting their own business. Like everyone's trying to eat good and get health conscious, and you know, it's popping off, man. Popping.
Check this out, yeah. Check this out, just as a quick reference, yeah. When you know in the Bible, when the Anunnaki came and they said the gold here is good, the gold that they was talking about was in Zimbabwe, yeah. Now Solomon
that.
it was in Zimbabwe. Now Solomon, yeah, had gold in abundance and was obviously one of the richest men ever. Yeah. There's a film called Solomon's Mines. Yeah. You know, they came to mine gold from Zimbabwe. Guess where Solomon's Mines is set?
Zimbabwe.
In Zimbabwe. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm trying to say. It's just the nursery book. The Bible's just the nursery book version, bro. You see what I'm saying?
And it's mad. It's mad. To build up what you're saying about the gold, how important the gold is, bro.
That film come out in the 70s. Sorry, just so if people want to look it up. Sorry, go on.
Even
Solomon's
Indiana
Mines.
Jones. Remember Indiana Jones? What would them men
There
after?
you go.
Yeah.
The golden chalice and all that.
The golden chalice, the golden ark of the covenant. And when you deep it, a lot of the issues, a lot of the reasons why, the motherland Africa is in issues is because of the gold, bro.
Yeah, all the resources, yeah.
All the resources.
And it shows you, sorry, go on.
Them man back the money by gold. If the money's not backed by gold, the money's not
It's
really
worthless.
saying anything.
Yep.
See what I'm saying? So you see China's money's backed by gold. I think the pound's still backed by gold at the moment, but the US dollar, petrodollar, it's not. It's backed by oil.
And it shows you who the Most High intended to be the richest people on the planet when he put all the resources in Africa. It shows you who intended to be the richest and all that.
But you see, but it's so deep, bro, because
man don't know where they got to, it's gone.
But quick fact, yeah. In 1898 or something like that, yeah, around them times, you know, the UK sent 500,000 soldiers, yeah, in times of no planes and all of that, to South Africa to secure the gold mines there.
Yep, right next to Zimbabwe.
Soldiers, you know? 500,000 soldiers, like
they know the
in
history,
them
bro.
times. That is crazy, you know. Do you know the amount of infrastructure you need to take with you to support 500,000 soldiers? You see what I'm saying? To secure the gold mines. So it's like people need to really look at history, man. They don't teach you real history so that you can think and analyze and think that
and relate it to today.
And relate it to today. And the reason why they're doing everything they're doing now about keep separate and lock down and this and that and the scaremongering tactics is because this type of information is just gonna flow now. It's innate. That the word unethical is popping now. Fair trade is popping now. Why? Because humans are waking up and realizing, right, like you can't be jinnusing people like that. It's not a jinnus thing. You're not gonna jinnus me. No record label, you're not gonna jinnus me. No footballers, no, you're not gonna jinnus me. If you're generating this much income, you best be paying the people that are enabling you to generate that income. You see what I'm saying? And that's what they're scared of. Like, it's crazy, man. It's crazy.
Real talk. No, I hear you, bro. It's facts, and it's like, one of the things I'm thinking is what would you men say is some of the best ways to get back to that Anunnaki nature, to get back to that way of, I don't know, with all what's going on as well. How do you man zone out? Like what's the best things to do? It might be a little weed, might be meditation.
You know what?
What's the deal?
I think the first thing to do in order to get back in contact with that higher self, is to realize that it's not like, let me put it like this. You see in the Renaissance era and all the paintings in the Vatican, and you see all the Italian Da Vinci's and all that, what did they used to paint the angels as? They used to paint the angels as babies with wings on them, white babies at that. Yeah, white babies with little wings on them flying about, blah, blah, blah. That was supposed to be an angel. Yeah. And if someone says to me now, what does an angel look like? First thing I'm going to say, well, not me personally, but as a layman, first thing I'm going to say as a layman is, they got wings and they fly and then they serve the Most High and whatnot. Yeah. All right, true. They serve the Most High, but they ain't got wings. They ain't got wings. You see what I'm saying? That's the first thing. We need to realize that, look, these heavenly bodies, these heavenly beings, yeah, they are just that. They are that. But, bruv, they're not fucking babies with wings on them. They're just real niggas, bruv. Yeah? That's, I'm going to tell you with all due respect, that's what the realest of the real, bruv. So that's the first thing you got to do is get the bullshit out of your head in terms of your concept of angels. Yeah? And you see what I'm saying? So once you get that out of the way, you can now start to look at yourself as more than separate from an angel. You see what I'm saying? Because I ain't got wings on my back. You see what I'm saying? But now Jesus even said, once again, the kingdom of heaven is inside your chest. It's not in the sky. That's what he said. You see what I'm saying? So now...
That's why they paint the picture with the fire there.
Exactly. You see what I'm saying? So all these things, we need to get all the false concepts of like heaven being far away from me, bruv. I'm in heaven right now, bruv. You see what I'm saying? And now what you can do now is learn the original names of these beings, yeah? Because first of all, they called him Jesus. His real name was Yeshua. In ancient times, his name was Tammuz, yeah? So now, call on his most ancient names, the ones that are less corrupted, yeah? Meditate on them names. Meditate on that energy because it's the more closer to the source, because that's what you're trying to get back to, because the Most High is the source of everything. You see what I'm saying?
People need to start receiving, because this Western thing has taught you to just pray, and not clock that. You need to get into a zone, and information comes from the universe. When you ask all the creators of inventions and stuff like this, yeah, a lot of them are very prayerful people, and they'll pray to God and naturally intelligent. But they'll tell you when they came across their greatest groundbreaking things, they said the type of inspiration, yeah, it's like it just came to their head from the universe. Always just
people like what's his
spitters.
name?
Rappers even do it as well, you know.
And inventors as well. What's that guy that invented? What's his name? Nikola Tesla back in the day. Yeah, man.
One.
He was a Venetian, bro.
Vibrations, frequencies,
man.
Geometry. The universe is math.
He said you should close his eyes.
What's Anu the Don of? What's Anu the Don of?
Everything.
He's the Don of mathematics. Mathematics. In the universe, I'm getting wild on them now. These people don't know in the universe. They think that we're the only beings here. Brother, our ancestors, the God was in the stars. Where you think Star Wars comes from? Brother.
And even that, you see Star Wars, you see how they traveled on the Death Star, and Darth Vader, who was the Anu, was a black man. You see what I'm saying? George Lucas knows what the fuck he's doing, but they made them the bad guys. They made Darth Vader the bad, because when the Most High does pull up, he's going to be the bad guy to a lot of man. You see what I'm saying?
Cool.
And because that's the thing, because obviously the Most High now, they say God is...
tells you that.
They say God is good, yeah? Okay, cool. I'll say God is everything, bro. God is the good, the epitome of good. But if you fuck around, even the devil is shit scared of the Most High. Yeah, he's everything. In the Bible, it says, I make peace and create evil. Someone that says that, you don't want to play with. So this is what I'm saying. The concept of God and angels and all this, we need to get the fairy tales out. You see what I'm saying? We need to get that out. And then now when we look at ourselves, because look, but me today, I've got the capacity of being a good guy. I can go and do some good shit, but I've got the capacity to be a fucked up motherfucker, bro. You see what I'm saying? And it's the same way with the, as above, so below. You see what I'm saying? So don't look inside yourself for some fairy dust. You know what I'm saying? Look inside yourself for just that fucking part of you that's just keeping it the realest, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because it's the truth. The truth shall make you free. So look at that part that just carries the truth all day, every day. And these beings, because alchemy as well, planetary alchemy and all that, they represent things. So that's why Jesus says, I'm the truth, the way and the light. Because obviously truth is information, and information is light. That's what he's trying to say. He represents the truth, the way and the light. You see what I'm saying? That's what he's trying to say, bruv. Like all day, all I'm concentrating on is the truth, bruv. All the bullshit and that, it don't affect me, bruv. I am the truth. He represents that thing. He embodies the truth. So we got to figure out individually, all of us, what do we embody? What is it that you naturally attract to or are drawn to? and it's just naturally you. It's easy for you. Find that part of you and concentrate on that part. Don't try and be this, that, and the third. Just be the best you and do the whatever you're good at, but do that to the max, brother, and bring that to the world. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Pardon me.
Man.
I hear you, man. Nah, that's full talk, man. And
Mm.
it's interesting, like when you look at it, let's go into a little bit of the darker energy. So when you look into like what's happening now in regards to who's controlling the planet, do you think these men are Satanists, or what do you think was going on with these men that are trying to
Yeah,
manipulate the
100%.
economy?
They're on the
Okay.
other
Yeah.
side, man. They're on the other side, man. They're
They
on the
work
other
for the
side,
red
man.
light.
Yeah, man.
Because you got to remember, in the galactics, there's political parties, and there's two political parties. There's those that support the square, those that support the circle. Now, our ancestors say that the circle of life is eternal. No one knows when the circle started, and no one can tell me when it finishes. It's eternal. We live forever. The party in the galactics that support the square, they're from the Owls of Baron constellation. You can Google that. They're called the Ashtar Command. Yeah. They say everything. You know the saying when they say everything has a beginning and everything has an end. Yeah,
like in the movies.
Yeah, in the movies. You see what I'm saying? That's the position they stand on. So you know when people say, "Oh, I'm on my square," I'm standing on my square. Yeah, me, I don't stand on my square, brother. I stand on my circle. You see what I'm saying? Because that's a Masonic. Yes, that's a Masonic saying, and we have to be careful. All these little things are as above, so below. You see what I'm saying? Because the Most High and the Anunnaki ain't just warring against one army. They're warring against. It's an internal battle between family, which is angels or let's say angels of the green light who shine green in their spirit. You know, nature is green. These are supreme beings that reflect in nature, so they burn green. And then you got angels of the red light. That's the jinns. That's the smokeless fire that the Quran is referring to. So they're warring, but then you got Ashtar Command, who also now claim that our Anu, the Anunnaki, they say that our Anu is cheating because he's an anomaly. You see Neo in the Matrix. They called him an anomaly. Yeah. They say that he's not an anomaly, he's cheating. They say, because they're all white, these House of Baron people, they say that these niggas are cheating and we got to take
keep
them
passing the test, man. They keep passing the test, man. Anu keeps acing the test.
And look, exactly, when you say Anu keeps acing the test, now check this out. The movie The Matrix, yeah, he was an anomaly, right? Who played that character?
Keanu
Reeves. Yeah. So you got Key. I told you before, this planet used to be called Key. Yeah. Keanu. Yeah. So when the Most High touched this planet, you're gonna see him on some Neo shit, just taking man out for fun. You see, that's the supreme mathematics that Anu puts into play, and we don't see. So when we're saying, "Oh, where's God?" Then where's God, bruv? He's right there, bruv. He's right in front of your face.
Right there,
trust me,
all
bruv.
the time, all the time, man, all the time, man. He resides inside you. You have his DNA. Yeshua told you you can do better than me. Think about it.
That's a big statement. For a man that walks on water to say that you're gonna do more than I'm doing now, that's a big boy statement.
My brother, great statement. People need to start praying the thing. So the guy walked on water and he turned water into wine. All right. What's he doing there, lad? What's he doing? That's alchemy, isn't it?
Yeah, of course.
All right. Where did he go and study? He went to study in Egypt.
Straight.
In Egypt. When he came back, what did he do? He argued with the rabbis straight away. Yeah, because it's
you don't want the devil's philosophy, man. He wants you. You know what I mean?
It's so mad how they say that was what 2,000 years ago, but I feel like the children of the Anunnaki or the children of Anu were going through the same thing right now.
Yeah.
Where it's like,
most 100%.
We're rebelling against the bullshit that we're seeing, against these so-called Zionists, against these people that are trying to like run this thing on us, and we're like, this ain't truth.
Yep. And all right, so you asked about who the Illuminati are and blah blah blah. Have you heard of the story of Atlantis and the Lemurians?
Going on that, bro.
All right, so boom. Obviously, when well, not it weren't Pangea, but obviously when Atlantis was before it was sunken, you had the Atlanteans who were angels of the green light. It was all one. It was all jiggy, bruv. Like paradise on earth, like literally lovely shit. Then you had the Lumerians. Yeah, that's who the Illuminati are. They can't. It's in their nature. They can't be one with it. You see the all, yeah. You can't take from the all or give to the all because it wouldn't be the all. All is all things. If I take something from the all, it ain't gonna be the all no more. And where would I put it? Somewhere that it's all in it. It's all things. Yeah. They can't even get that simple concept in their head. They don't want to be part of the all. They're so like their ego's so off the fucking wall. They want to remove themselves from the all and take whatever they can with them. Is that what I'm saying? So just research the ancient Lumerians and their philosophy and how they fought against the Atlanteans. That's why Atlantis had to be blown up by the Atlanteans before they got their hands on certain knowledge. And just thinking about knowledge, our ancestors in Egypt, when the Greeks came into Egypt needing assistance because they couldn't fucking function, yeah, they didn't know how to bite, they didn't know how to do fuck all, yeah, they were given 3 books out of 30,000 books. They were given 3 books to run with and do your thing, go fix and sort up your life. And with them 3 books, they've done all of this bullshit. You see what I'm saying? So you imagine the power that our ancestors got when they got 27,999 something more books. I can't even do the maths. You see what I'm saying?
The maths is too much, man. The equations are too much,
yeah,
man.
Yo, you man are getting in right now. Yeah, it's heavy stuff. It's heavy stuff, especially for someone that's coming into this information and thinking like, yo, like.
Yeah, well, yeah, as well. We're saying it very like commonly, very basically, but do your research in these things. Just pick out the keywords we're saying, do your research and piece it together for yourself.
And I like to use the Bible all the time as a reference book for people. Look into the Nephilim and like the fallen ones and the interbreeding with man, and look deep into those things. Look into Revelations. We don't wrestle flesh and blood, but spiritual wickedness in high and low places. That's what these Illuminati people, that's what they're doing. They're conjuring certain jinns and they're working with those jinns that are working against our ancestors. You see what I'm saying?
That's exactly what they're doing.
And when you can try and just break it down and just know that.
And let's break down the jinns, yeah, because a lot of people like to say that jinns are spooky stuff, yeah. So in Islam, go research as well. You got humans, and then you got before humans were created, you got the jinns, yeah. Now people say, but how come we can't see them? Blah blah blah. If they're real, why don't we see them? Blah blah blah. Yeah. The jinns, they vibrate. Because our physical body, you can look this up in science. I don't know the rate that the megahertz that it vibrates on, but we vibrate our physical body vibrates at a level whereby it keeps our cells pushed together, and then we appear as these physical beings. They don't vibrate on that megahertz. They vibrate above that. So you know, it's a scientific fact that we only see, I think it is 18% of the ultraviolet light spectrum. Yeah. So if we could see 100% of that ultraviolet light spectrum, we would see the jinns. You see what I'm saying? So that's why we can't see them. So it's not a spooky thing. It's just literally only our third eye can see jinns. Unless they appear to you. And then this boy just pray.
We were talking. Just to add on to that, yeah. Apparently the human body, it vibrates on 3 to 17 hertz. Now, what's very interesting is this 5G that's coming in that vibrates at 50
All right,
hertz.
let's get into it.
So, seeing as we're in the times that we're in.
And let me tell you what they're doing. They're trying to, you know, in the Matrix 3, when they try break into Zion, that's what they're doing with the 5G machines. Yeah, they're trying to break through them fucking cells. That's why you got to keep your aura up. You can't be scared of nothing. You got to be real with yourself. You got to be honest. You got to stay in your truth, because the truth now vibrates at megahertz they ain't never measured. That's you see what I'm saying? That's why all these principles that we talk on are important, because if you think it's a game, 5G will show you it's not a game. Because the 5G megahertz and that can't vibrate around certain auras. It can't penetrate the shield. Is that what I'm saying? Like in the Matrix, that guy that the Chinese guy that started fighting Neo, and he said, I just needed to see what you was on. and he had to
Mhm.
fight him first. You see how he was shining orange. You see, the aura is important, bruv. You can't live in fear, man. That's the number one thing that keeps your aura down, and that's why they're pumping all this quarantine, vaccinations, all this bullshit fear into us. Because if we latch onto it and start getting shook, then boy, that's when 5G and all that can actually make you sick, and you'll think it's COVID, but it's not. It's 5G.
Wow, bro. You know what's mad, yeah? To build off that is, I've heard that angelic beings can come to you and visit you, whether it be in your dreams, whether it be while you're astral projecting, wherever it may be. But if you come across a being and you're like, start acting with fear, that being's gonna go away. They're gonna be like, okay, you're not ready.
It
See what I'm
happened to
saying?
me, bro. That happened
Right.
to me.
So on a spiritual level, or
I
if you're
swear
looking to
down.
get into like, astral projection, meditation, you need to be in touch with yourself, and you need to basically awaken your mind and broaden your thinking to not have fear, because fear is the opposite of love.
You know,
So
in Revelations, when it says the Lion of Judah overcome and now he's worthy to open the seals, what do you think he overcame? He overcame his fears.
Adding on to that, what was the problem with the lion in the Witch in the Wardrobe?
Oh, cowardly lion.
Cowardly lion.
Yeah,
He had fear.
Yeah, definitely.
That's us. That is an
And
allegorical story of us.
That's their white magic as well, because they know the Lion of Judah. Yeah, trust me.
Right.
Boy, my name ain't Alice, bruv.
For real.
You know what I mean?
And what was she trying to get to? The Emerald City.
Emerald City. Now, bang. So the Emerald City, go research that, Tahuti and the Emerald City. That's white magic. Because black magic, we think, bruv, white magic takes the piss. Yeah.
It's all connected.
Yeah, trust me.
Look at the green in the Matrix. What's that green that when they're ciphering through?
Yep.
And it goes green. And he's trying to again. So that green energy is a powerful energy. Do you see what I'm saying?
Man.
So, yeah, that's deep, bro.
Eat your greens, people. Mad. Eat your greens.
Yeah.
Eat your greens.
Yeah, definitely.
Eat your greens. Now's definitely the time to be eating greens with all this going
Get
on,
your
bro.
sunlight. Because the sun feeds photosynthesis. You see what I'm saying?
That's it. That's how you get your sun through the green. It's crazy, fam.
And it's so mad. See the green thing, like when you look at certain deities and beings like Osiris. What color was Osiris?
Yeah.
Yes, because you got to remember, it's green. He says, I'm always angry. But even the green thing, check this out, yeah? Let's take a leaf on a tree, because our ancestors were green. Some of our ancestors were green. They was all green. Now, if you take a leaf off a tree and put it on the floor, what color does it turn? Brown. Yeah. So if you take us away from the source, away from the tree of life, what color do we turn? Brown. So the more we get in tune with that source again, don't be surprised if niggas start turning green, innit? You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I heard that.
Yeah, man. It's nature. You can't argue with nature, bro. It's just natural. Yeah. Like little green men and that. Nah, there's big green men, bro. And them big green men ain't fucking around.
And Gav, you said something about like, yeah, man, we need to get back to nature, bro. That's the way to defeat this thing, this whole beast of the system that's trying to tear us down. Just get back to nature. If it wasn't for our lust for what they provide and put in our face.
But when you say get back to nature, in what way? Dietary stuff, like green foods and organic foods and stuff.
Yeah, and in all ways, like get back to nature. Let's focus on social media, your phone, your TV. Get back to being with people, being with your brothers, your sisters, your family, your wife. You see what I'm saying? Like, just get back to enjoying each other, enjoying live music, enjoying comedy, enjoying shows. Like, we're creative people. Like, we need to be around people. We don't need to be stuck behind screens and this. Like, I just feel like we need to be together, man. Like, we seriously need to be
together. Even tree hugging, bro. Like, you know, tree hugging,
corny, bro.
Yeah, it's not corny at all. But you know, in Japan, that's the ancient Japanese tradition, bro. Them man, if you try to say that's corny to them, man, they're gonna slap you up.
They're
Like,
gonna
bro,
chop your
this
head
is,
off.
yeah, them man are gonna take it personal because that's what they do. That's this just standard for them. But the way they see it is the tree has been here so long, absorbing so much light, which is information from the sun.
Mm-hmm.
When I hug it, my aura is fed by the tree's aura. It's just common sense. So
Fact.
obviously, don't even be shy. Don't. I won't say go and hug the tree on the high street because that tree's been polluted up. You see what I'm saying? But go to Bali. Go to Bali and that, and go hug a tree out there, bruv. Because them man
Yeah,
won't think you're mad.
facts.
They'll just be like, yeah, he's finding himself. So I'm saying. So
No,
don't be
real talk.
shy. You know what I mean? Yeah, man.
Yeah, no, that's a powerful point there, and just like in regards to getting back to nature, bro. That's the like even just kicking off your feet, kicking off your socks, and go walk on the grass, bro. You get
Yes.
me?
That's how you connect.
Yes.
That's how you connect. Your
Connect
feet
with the
need to.
soul.
They look at us and I feel like, oh, they're walking around barefoot. They're connected.
Real talk.
Straight up.
Connected. But because of
Straight.
the reflection of this, it's like you see that guy is a very evil genius. You see, and when you clock his whole game plan on how he got us to the point that it is, yeah, it's like
Who?
it's
Satan.
like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah,
the
but you know
things
what
like
though? I'm gonna keep it real. It's not just look, listen, read the book of Job. It's the Satan can only do to us what the Most High allows him to do. Now, for the Most High to allow all this shit to happen to us, you gotta understand what we gotta ask ourselves, what did we do? Yeah. Let's just take the Exodus, for example. Yeah. Spent 400 years in bondage. Moses came along, bust down the thing, and we're free. What's the first thing we go and do once the fucking what's it called? The 10 commandments come. When by the time my man's come off the mountain, come back down to see his niggas, what are they doing? They're worshipping a fucking cow.
They're bugging.
They're bugging out. You see, so you got to remember that us as humans, we do things to piss off the source of creation because what's inside of us, we keep playing with. And you got to remember what we do because we're so fucking strong spirited, it reflects in the heavens. So when you see what I'm saying? So as people, when we're getting punished and that, we're always saying, why God, why God? But God's going to show you, bruv, look at the mad shit you're doing. You know what I'm saying? So you can't just say Satan, because he can only do what the Most High allows.
Check this. My people perish for a lack of knowledge. You see what I'm saying? And it's like, you see, when I focus on my man, yeah, it's like I'm not focusing on my man. I'm focusing on his tricks. And once you have knowledge of his tricks, you wouldn't perish as quick. You see what I'm saying? It's just simple as that. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, you can exit him, but at the end of the day, when you accumulate everything and try and acquire that knowledge from you perishing, you see where he's put things. You see what I'm saying? And I just feel it's good for people to just realize what he actually does and realize it's not like this all, some guy with some red stick and red. No, he'll come through looking fly, offering you a job. He'll come through, you know, he'll come through in the form of the flyest beanie and red hair. You see what I'm saying? People need to get the reality of it, you know?
Yeah.
Real talk. It's a double-edged sword because just like Allah God's walking within you, that element of Lucifer, Shaitan, the devil can also walk in people and walk in you. You see what I'm saying? So he can show himself as an angelic being, but then double cross, man. You see, man, right at the end, or even that lower self energy is the energy that he likes to tap into. You see what I'm saying? And
lower chakra is in it. That's what he likes to manipulate. You see what I'm saying? Hence,
but also
glued to me, red. That's why in our ancient traditions, these things were set up for you to get married at. It wasn't that it's arrangement. Nah, it's just spiritually, certain things need to go on a certain way in order for your ascension to go properly. You see what I'm saying? And the way they've mishmashed everything.
But this is what I'm saying as well, because obviously the principle of oneness, when we say, like, obviously that's a good principle to have, like, I'm one with everything, so I'm not going to judge anything. We got to understand that we one with Satan, we're one with the jinns, we're one with the most evilest shit, but we're also one with the Most High, we're one with, you see what I'm saying? So it's like, it doesn't negate, because we can't ignore our open enemy. You Yeah, there's beings out there that are open enemy. But the thing is, I'm not gonna be scared of you when I am you. That's what we gotta understand. You gotta ask yourself, look, if I find out today that I'm Satan, what am I gonna do? Am I gonna carry on with the fuckery, or am I gonna bow down and say sorry? So never mind what Satan does. You have to concentrate on yourself, your lower self, which is just as bad as Satan. Because we've done things that goes against God. We've done things that just evil shit in our lives. We all have. We all lied. If Satan's a liar, how can I judge him when I've lied before? You see? So that's what I'm trying to say. Because obviously what I'm trying to concentrate on is not because it's like you said, Ed, when you think of Satan, you think of this guy with a pitchfork and horns and moving mad. Is that what I'm saying? It's not that.
It's your lower self. It's your lower self out of control.
but you know what it is? Influence is the greatest power, though. Yeah. And if he can influence your lower self, then obviously he's got more power than you. So you got
AKA the whisperer in Islam.
Yeah, the whisperer. You see what I'm saying? That's
the guy. Yeah,
you got to take responsibility, and the word responsibility means the ability to respond. So when you take responsibility, because people and black people especially, we love to walk around saying, "Ah, that must have been a devil. Ah, that was saying. Ah, that was it. No, it was you.
Nah, man,
it was you,
that's your dumb ass, nigga.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying? Embrace that shit, and because what the psychiatrists say. The first step to overcoming an issue or addiction or whatever is actually admitting that you've got the problem. We need to admit that, bruv. We are Satan, bruv. Like, stop playing.
Bro,
like, you see what I'm saying?
You see what you're saying there? We need to admit that our history is not all and fluffy wuffy. We've been wrong
on in
the past. We've been on crud.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, sometimes what we like to do is, we like to play the blame game, and bro, we just got to own our shit. You see what I'm saying? You know, when you do shit and you own it, then you can grow from it. So that's what we need to start doing historically and looking at history in a different way sometimes. Sometimes I feel like we just look at the good things and like to run with the good things. Oh yeah, we did this. And that's good for where we're at. We need to do that because we've been told by the educational system and by other people that we are nothing.
Yes.
It's clearly not the case when we've been here from Anunaki days. We were the men that were getting the upgrade. So, but if you don't know that information, you're gonna lack that sort of identity. You're gonna be like, well, I'm just a slave. I was just a slave. You see what I'm saying?
And your aura and your spirit's gonna respond to that.
It's gonna
that
respond
psyche.
to that.
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
Yeah, and you can manifest things, but you can't manifest the greatness that you're supposed to manifest. You see what I'm saying? Because one thing people think that like a big yard and a private jet and all of that is the epitome of life. But it's way deeper than that, man. It's a spiritual.
Them things are enough. That's what I'm saying.
It's a spiritual satisfaction. You see what I'm saying? That will inevitably, give some type of physical resource or success, but even your use of that physical success when you've been spiritually enlightened to a high level will make a great impact on this planet. But that's why they wrap the wealthy into these cults and these societies and get into their heads and try and stop them from, creating a next Atlantis, creating a utopia for us. See what I'm saying?
And think about this as well. You got 7 archangels, and we've also got 7 chakras. So that should tell you a lot right there. Is that what I'm saying?
We'll talk. 7's a powerful number. That's my number there, bro. Number 7 is my number still. So
yeah, man. It's the number of perfection, fam.
Yeah, might want to go and get yourself a Circle 7 Quran as well. You get me? But it's mad. There's a film called 7 with Brad Pitt in it.
Yeah.
Some
horror thing.
You remember that film?
Yeah. My man was butchering, man, innit?
Yeah, he's butchering, man. But again, that shows you the other 7 on the flip side. Because it's always a yin and a yang. It's always a balancement. You see what I'm saying? So one thing about this life I'm trying to learn as well is how am I going to grab balance, that balancement? Always looking for that balancement. You see what I'm saying? But
pain is the essence, man.
Pain is the essence. The game
yeah,
is a
man.
lesson.
Giggler told them, man. Giggler let them know, fam. Pain is the essence. From your pain,
Who's got more pain than black people on this planet?
brother. That's why our greatness here is gonna be so. It's just gonna light up the world. It's already lighting up the world. We already shine down. You see what I'm saying? But
And
once we channel our pain properly, not this rioting and smashing up business windows. No, all that energy you used to do all
just
of that.
Being
If
serious.
you put $100 down each, and put into something, brother, the loan that a bank will have to give you, what you can create from there will be crazy. But no, you put the energy into smashing things because you've been manipulated into doing that. You understand? The leaders that are supposed to be there to tell you the right thing to do are puppets on strings. Puppets. You see what I'm saying? They can't move. They're fully compromised. Some of them are good people. So that some of them don't know the secrets. Some of them are not high level. Don't get it twisted. You see what I'm saying? But they've been fully compromised, And that's why Busta Rhymes' new album's big, because a lot of men are beating around the bush. When you listen to that album, a lot of what we're saying is there, clear to see. And Busta's telling you, I've been on this. When I was doing my freestyles with the dreads, this is what I was telling you, man. And it's coming now. Don't watch that though. I was still in my, I was still shining, doing my thing. Because he's been channeling. He's been channeling the energy, and he's still trying to
the
give you
album.
that.
I didn't even check the album out.
Big boy album. Yeah, it's big.
Serious.
From
it's hard.
beginning to end, bro.
It's hard.
I need something new
He's
still.
going in, like fully going in.
You can tell them man are privy. Them man are privy to a lot of information, man. Them man are privy to a lot of things. You see what I'm saying? And you can tell Busta didn't enter no cult, bro. That's why he can talk the way he talk like that. You know what I'm saying?
Interesting. Yeah, I'm gonna check that album out still. See what he's getting in on. But yo, where's A, man? Can you get him back on, or because I know
Yeah,
no.
I think I think I have to bring him on another night, man.
Okay.
Yeah.
Say no more. But yeah, I think that was it. Yeah, I think we can wrap this one up. Man, then you get
man.
Food, man.
Yeah, definitely, people, man. Just look into some of the stuff we've been saying, man. Hope you enjoyed the show.
We'll talk. Google's your best friend, man. And you can see what's good, man. But yeah, you've been listening to the What's Good podcast, man. Signing out, yo.
Yeah.
Peace and love.